We're live now. We're live
Are
now.
we? Oh,
Yeah,
right now in the
now we're live.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're
Oh,
live.
I was not expecting that. Hi, I'm Nikki. How are
I
y'all?
know, because normally it takes me to a lot longer to fuck around. So, kind of right.
Oh, we got
Ah.
the first one on our Stacy fuck count.
Uh, are we keeping track this time?
I wasn't. It
Okay.
got too much last time. Oh, and it doesn't count when I say it. Only when Stacy says it.
All right. Well, shit. Fucking cat. Hold on. Anyway, so we half of us did not watch Bad Batch. I'm not
Correct.
naming.
Which half is
I'm not.
that?
I'm not naming. I'm
I'm
not naming
No
names.
idea. Who could that be?
But so we're not gonna talk about that. The last episode this week, which it wasn't. There wasn't too much to talk about anyway.
I don't know. Maybe Bad Batch is something we should do like a season wrap up of.
That's true. That's true. But we can't talk about Ant-Man
We can talk about Ant-Man.
because we've all seen Ant-Man. So, if you haven't seen fucking Ant-Man, you better get out of here. um,
I think we could spend the whole hour talking about Ant-Man.
but we can't because a week from tomorrow is Mando season 3.
Oh, is that what we were going to start with? Start with Mando
Well,
season 3?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to pod next week because I got treatment. So this might be the last one before the premiere. So we do probably need a split between Ant-Man and Mando 3 predictions.
Yeah. I say let's start with Ant-Man,
Yeah.
and then we can like wrap up with Mando season 3 predictions.
Yes, because I could go all day with that tinfoil hat theories. So, yeah, Ant-Man.
Well, let's start with what would you guys rate it?
Like a 6.5.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I expected it to be a lot worse than what we got. I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a mess, but it was an enjoyable one.
Yeah.
So it's like it would be a C movie for me, but like the fun factor was there. I'm like, okay, I'll call it a B. Like it gets
Yeah.
extra credit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't
It's
bored at any point
yeah.
or anything. You know, it was good. I heard a lot of like critics say it was like very uneven and stuff like. I didn't feel like it was. It seemed the same.
I really enjoyed it. I would also say like 7.5, 7.
Yeah.
7. It's like it's a 7 out of 10. It gets a C, just graded wise.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when you compare it to the whole of the MCU, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not the best, but it was necessary. Like, it's definitely set us up for where we're fucking going.
And it was nice to see those like connective tissue in the movies again, and that's something we've all talked about missing, and that's definitely had that.
Yeah. Yeah, but where was Luis? Like, I guess they couldn't even fit him in just a little bit.
Yeah.
I fucking love him. He's one of my favorite parts of the Ant-Man movies, so I was a little sad about that one. And Bill Murray's like cameo was really small, which they made a big deal about him being in it, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, I expected more.
Yeah.
I was surprised they didn't circle back to him at some point.
Maybe they're going to. I heard the rumor that he is the Grand Master. Is it the Grand Master? You know, but what's his fucking name's character?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum's character's brother, supposedly. I heard that's what he's supposed to be.
That's interesting. Just in general.
Yeah. Because they're weird, like, not exactly god level beings, but like they're high level beings of power. So whatever they fucking are, right? So it's something. And I thought we were going to get some Shang-Chi tie-ins. No, didn't get that.
Yeah, we mostly just got Loki, and I walked out of that theater pumped for Loki season 2. Like
Oh, yeah.
Googling like when is that? which that has not been announced yet.
Yep, no, I'm so
Summer.
fucking psyched for that. Oh, Nate's keeping count of my fucks. Thanks, Nate. Oh
Someone's
yeah.
got to do it.
Yeah, we have to talk about like the Disney Plus lineup soon, but
Yeah.
that one's gonna come out this year, so that should be cool. So there's 2 post-credit scenes, and the first one was the Council of Kangs, which was fucking cool as shit. And
Steve leans over to me halfway through the movie, and he's like, "It's like Rick Sanchez," and I went, and now that is all I can see is the Council of Ricks, but like played straight.
That's true. Except that this Council of Kings probably existed before that one, because
Probably.
Oh, for sure.
this one was ripped right out of the fucking comics. Like, it was real cheesy back then too. It was kind of funny. So I thought that was cool. The Egyptian one, the Egyptian looking one, is Rama Tut, and maybe they're hinting that he's gonna be the villain for Fantastic Four, because he was a Fantastic Four villain.
Okay.
So that could be something. The other one, the one that looked like it was in the futuristic armor, could be Iron Lad. Maybe, but Iron Lad is supposed to be the good king.
He's supposed to be younger too, isn't he?
Yeah, but maybe it's an aged up version, right? I don't know. Maybe that's what he becomes.
They also might not be doing Iron Lad since they have Iron Heart to work with.
That's true. It's true. And then, oh, I forgot what the other one's fucking name is. But he's the one that sets up Battle World with Doom and stuff. So, like, yeah, it's cool. And then the second post-cred scene where they're like back in like the early, what was it, the 1900s? You would think.
Yeah, that's
like,
late 18, early 1900s.
Yeah.
Sure.
but that was the Loki tie-in.
There, he's a version from the comics as well, that 1920s version.
Right, Victor Timely.
Yes. There you go.
But there's a thought that Kang is actually the Kang from Ant-Man the Conqueror, and that he got sucked through back in time. Maybe. Why
Well,
am
I
blurry?
don't think that the exiled one is dead.
Yeah, no. I'm all blue.
Yeah, that seems unlikely.
No.
I didn't think he was. And then they're like, oh, he's dead. And I'm like, wait, he is? Are we sure?
Nah. But there's like a billion Kangs, so like. Or is the hold on. What if the exiled one isn't him? What if the exiled one was He Who Remains?
Oh.
I don't think the exiled one is He Who Remains.
Yeah.
But specifically because an interview with Jonathan Majors I read said he is not. They are 2 different characters, even in his head. And none of He Who Remains is in the Kang from this movie.
No, but I mean,
No,
what if they were referring to the exiled one was not Kang the Conqueror, but He Who Remains, because he is dead.
Oh.
Maybe. I feel like possibly.
We're getting
So-
to the point with the multiverse. It's just like it could be anything.
I got the sense that He Who Remains was keeping the Council of Kangs at bay.
That would
With
also
the
make
TVA.
sense. Yeah, that would
So
also
I
make
think
sense.
the Council of Kangs wouldn't exist if He Who Remains was still alive.
That is true. That is also
Or at least
true.
wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
Because that's we can't really think of cause and effects linear with the movies, but especially for anything with Loki,
That's true.
which is
That's
gonna
true.
it's a mind fuck and I love it.
Well, what you're doing is you're thinking of time as a straight cause and effect.
But it's not.
not anymore.
Cool.
For sure.
I like it.
All of
Oh.
wibbly timey-wimey stuff.
What is the next Marvel thing that's supposed to come out?
Guardians.
Oh, that's right. Which probably have nothing to do with any of this stuff, because that's in its own thing, wrapping up. So
Which hopefully it comes around, because that was it's not like I need every Marvel movie to tie into all of the other Marvel movies, but part of the fun of the MCU is that it is all connected.
Yes, for sure.
Like, that is what is so impressive about it. That's like what I like about it as art.
Right.
And
No.
to just be lacking that in the last few movies is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the whole shared story that everything connects back to each other. I mean, I think at best we might see the connection in their post-credit scenes too. Like that might be kind of where it comes in, because who knows who's gonna be alive at the end of this.
Yeah.
Prepare to have your hearts fucking broken. Unless Peter Quill's the only one who dies, and then I don't.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Aw. Bye, Chris Pratt.
I
So.
don't think it's gonna be Star-Lord.
No, it's gonna be Groot. Not necessarily Groot, but Rocket. And
I think it's gonna be Rocket and Drax.
yeah, Drax. Yep.
Well, I know Batista wants out, so
I mean, I can't blame him. He's getting like legit crazy acting roles now. Like I think he wants to push his acting chops as much he can. So
yeah.
If he keeps going that way, he might be the first wrestler turned Oscar nominated actor, as opposed to all the other wrestlers turned actors who are basically just playing themselves in every fucking role that they play, right?
That'd be pretty cool.
So it'll be something. So good on him. That'd be fine. So yeah, so we got that, and then so this year for Marvel shows though, it's Loki, and is it Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion comes first.
Yeah.
When's Secret Invasion come out?
It's supposed to be spring. So I would guess after Mando.
So
Yeah.
if we want to loop back around to Ant-Man,
Yeah, let's go back.
Stacey, what was your favorite part and least favorite part?
My least favorite part was probably... Oh, that one's hard.
Or like, let's say your biggest
That's
critique
hard.
Like-
How many holes do you have?
That guy was my favorite guy.
That
Okay,
guy
that's
was-
fair. I fucking
I
love
love him.
that guy. I was cracking up all the time.
Also, I don't appreciate how much thought I have now put into how many holes I have and how specific I can get in that.
And then I love, man, I can't remember the actor's name, but he played like Chidi on the Good Place, and that's where I know him from. The black guy who was a telepath.
Oh,
Like,
I
that
that
whole-
familiar.
The whole interplay was really fucking funny, where he's like, no, he knows exactly how many holes he has or whatever. But yeah, I think, so, I mean, my favorite part about Ant-Man movies in general is just the comedy is usually always there. That's like always an important part of those movies, and this was no exception. And like, when he was full of holes and then he turned into this rampaging crazy monster, like, did you know he could do that? No. Like, okay, I love that part. So that one, yeah.
That is, this whole movie, like talking about the humor, felt like it was playing straight man to itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
With how
all-
serious it was in some parts.
like it's like I feel like that's where a lot of the humor was. With like, guys, we did MODOK. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah.
We did it, and we did it seriously.
Oh,
We are not joking. This is MODOK.
to be
And, like,
fair, that character really is the stupidest fucking character in comics of all time. I
Right,
was really
yeah.
impressed with what they did for this movie. That's a fair critique of that too, because it could have been so bad. It could have been
Yeah.
so bad.
Darren?
Yeah, like, don't be an asshole. Like, I feel like kind of, all right, so that might have been my least favorite part though. Like his face turn at the end seemed
Yeah.
real forced.
Um,
I
also, once
I'm
again,
an Avenger.
like MODOK is a lingering threat in the in Marvel normally, and they killed yet another fucking villain.
They've all got variants, Steve. It's fine.
Yeah, there's gonna be a billion of them. Like everything that's ever existed.
But also,
they're just
I'm
gonna pull
fine
them
with
out of
never
hat.
seeing MODOK again, too. So.
Like, I don't think it would work outside of this fucking movie. Like, it looks so dumb. And it could have been so much worse, but it looks so fucking dumb. I don't know.
Like,
It's like closed shell looked good. Like it looked cool. And then you know, he takes it off and it's like, oh, it's just giant Darren's head. Yep.
looking like frickin' Spy Kids 3.
With little tiny arms and legs. Oh, yeah. I mean, they got it right from the comics, other than who it was. Which I think it was more clever to do it this way. It made a lot more sense that it was Darren than random guy from AIM. But yeah.
Has Amy
I'm gonna,
been introduced?
Yes, sort of.
In Wanda?
WandaVision.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the people
They-
in the hazmat suits, right? They were trying to sneak into
Yeah.
Westview. That was AIM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that wound up being Sword, and we just thought it was going to be AIM. But I
No,
could
you
be
have me
wrong.
confused. You might be
Yeah,
right.
you know, you might be right. I know the theory was it was going to be AIM. I'm going to have to look it up and see if that came true. So,
It's been a while.
somebody, I think they said that an interview with Jonathan Majors, he said that Kang was a Nexus being. Which is
That makes sense.
which, yes, but they changed how Nexus beings worked, which we knew already from Doctor Strange, because Wanda is supposed to be a Nexus being also. So Nexus beings aren't supposed to have variants, technically. So clearly that's not
But we
How?
knew there were variant Wandas.
in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Right. But before that, we didn't know, right? So, but now that he's confirmed he's a Nexus being, they just basically said that Nexus beings are different. They work differently in the MCU than the comics. So we're just going to have to see what that means. I don't know what
Yeah.
it means anymore. I can't tell you. But he did say it in an interview, and that stuck out to me. I was like, huh.
I'm guessing it just means a certain level of, like, importance and power
Probably.
universally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he said something about you have no idea what's coming, right? And he said, I'm wondering if the Council of Kangs is acting to clip timelines and everything to try to, because they know Galactus is coming.
Well, I think Galactus is going to be the next big thing after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep going Marvel for the next 50 years, which why not? Why wouldn't they just keep fucking going, right? So, it's possible. It's possible. But I was wondering if they meant because they're not pruning the timelines anymore, that those events are going to happen, incursion events, right? And one timeline's going to basically or destroy another one when they collide. And now that they're not pruning them off, it's going to happen, like, unchecked. I don't know. I have no idea.
Doctor Strange is going to try to prevent some of that in theory, but
I wonder if his third movie
with his new wife.
His third movie, maybe he'll form the Illuminati. Who fucking knows? It'll be weird. What was your least favorite part, Nikki? Because you asked me that, and I couldn't really give you a coherent answer.
I think my main critique of it, and I think what contributed it to like being a mess, is there was no real like thematic through line. Like, you know, when you get to like the climax at the end, there's something to do with his relationship with Cassie, something to do about not turning back, and that's one thing. That man deserves a break. He does not deserve to get shot on for just chilling. Like,
It's true. It's true.
man, lay off.
He took a 5-year break while everyone else got blipped.
Yeah, he was just frozen, just chilling. That's true.
No, he.
Years though, it was like 5 seconds. It wasn't 5 years. He was only gone like 5 days. Remember?
Yeah.
So he wasn't chilling for 5 years.
So yeah, that was one thing. I like, and everybody like rising up to fight Kang, and they can't take all of us. Like, it was just a lot going on in the end that was not
Deus
very
Ex,
cohesive.
the Deus Ex Machina ants.
It had a little bit of Rise of Skywalker feel to it in a way that I didn't like.
Yeah.
That part where everyone's like, they came, they showed up, and I was like, oh no, not this again.
I liked the ants. I actually saw the ants coming.
Yeah, I figure. I mean, they're not going to show them getting zipped in and then hint at him hearing them the whole movie without them showing up, right?
That's the other thing about, like, it's like playing itself straight with just Hank standing there going like, yeah, audience, I've got a fucking army of super ants. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, we're serious. This is seriously happening. I am acting as if this is serious.
They've been here now for millions of years, building their technological civilization.
Like, what?
And that's what fucking Michael Douglas.
He needed to say that like a little bit slower and like maybe twice, because I was like, wait, what just happened? Like, I saw the ant thing coming, but even then when he said like what had happened to them, I was like, can you run that back? Like, I need to hear it again.
They did what with the what now? Okay,
yeah, like,
we're rolling with it.
Sure.
Let's fucking go. Somehow Palpatine returned. I mean, just let it go.
Yeah. See, I feel like it was if like they had looked the camera dead in the eye and said, somehow Palpatine's return. Like, that is the energy that I got from that scene.
Same vibe, same fucking vibe. That's
it's just
true.
like that movie was staring me down, going, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Yep.
Stop me.
Or like somebody's
So I'm gonna
ridiculous D&D character.
I'm going to circle back to ratings because I was too busy trying to figure out our social media thing because Stacy had her act together way earlier than usual.
Oh.
But I'm going 8. I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do you. What was your favorite, least favorite?
I was trying to pick a favorite. There was a lot of really good stuff in it. The whole guy really was great. But one of our other friends pointed out that this movie managed to give us like way better aliens than any of the aliens in the post-merger Star Wars.
It's true. There's some
there was a lot
shit.
of really good aliens in this movie.
Lighthead Robot Man.
And like a crowd of aliens. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. It was really good. But I like the whole guy. I thought Jonathan Majors is incredible and everything. I have like a huge crush on him. Like, he's incredible.
He's a great fucking actor.
That's all of this, like the scene with him and Janet.
Yeah.
In the past, and just him looking at her with so much genuine emotion. Like, I'll take you back to your daughter. Please let me keep my promise.
Yep.
And then later, just like, what was it that you saw? Like,
So that's my issue. And it's not his performance, because his performance was amazing. His betrayal of Ant-Man doesn't make sense. Like, Ant-Man was going to give him the thing. And
it does make sense, though. He's a bad guy.
Well,
like,
until
it's just, haha, you're doing the thing.
But then when they were fighting at the end, he was like, it didn't have to go down this way. You could have just given it to me, and then you'd be with your daughter again. And it's like, sir, you took that choice away from him.
Yeah,
yes, but I don't know. I just feel like it's just them showing you another way that he's just manipulative. He's a
Did he really have the chance, though?
Being.
Because I feel like Janet and Hank came to stop him before he could try to give it to him.
Like, he's gaslighting them. Like, it could have been different. Like, he's just gaslighting them. He's a bad guy.
Like, if Hank and Janet didn't come and get to him and Hope, like, he might have went over and handed the thing to King. I don't think that would have, and then he would have gotten his daughter back, right?
Well, they were squaring up with him beforehand because he
He was doing the "Where's My Daughter" thing before Janet and Nag
Yeah.
showed up.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
So it was just for me, it was just kind of like, actually, I think it was a thing throughout the movie where every time something happened, it's like, oh, well, this happened because you just lied to everybody. If you had told, like, yeah, they're in the quantum realm now because you didn't fucking tell them. Like, and I guess it's one of those, like, the plot has to happen somehow. But also don't get mad at them for doing something when you literally 2 seconds
You
ago
know,
wouldn't answer their questions.
that one was a little weird for me, by the way, because in the second Ant-Man movie, they are literally doing more experiments with the quantum realm with Janet as a part of it. And that's what happens when they're getting blipped, right? They're doing those experiments. And she was on board with it then. So I have to wonder.
Well, the Kang storyline hadn't been developed yet.
Well, yes, and also I'm kind of wondering if this is part of the selectively fucking with time that the TVA did. Or something happened, right?
And that's just
Like,
the
this
way
might-
that Kevin Feige can pass it off.
Maybe. I'm just saying this might be one of those things where we learn that might not have happened until after they fucked with the timeline.
They wrote themselves the perfect, like, plot hole filler. Just like
For all the
tackle.
scenarios.
It's so
Between the
fucking true.
multiverse and the time stuff, they
It's
can
true.
pretty much fix and do anything with any characters. The Fox characters, the Sony characters, different time. Yeah, they really.
It's true. It's true. It's fucking.
Yep.
It's brilliant. If so, let's see if they utilize it. Let's see if they fucking notice. So yeah,
I will
way
say
better
my
than Chalk Zone.
my least favorite thing was that they're experimenting with her device, and then immediately when they get there, Cassie goes, "Where are we?" It's like the dumbest question. Like, you know exactly where you are. But I actually really liked Cassie and the actress who portrayed her. I actually thought they did really well with her because I thought it could have been like really like kind of thrown in feeling, you know, like oh, she's got us now, and she's like we knew she was gonna be older because of the blip and everything, but I was a little worried about it before the movie. But I actually thought they did a good job with her, and she did a good job as well.
Yeah. She's from the Ryan Reynolds Pokemon movie. That's what I know her from, that actress.
Is she?
Yes, she was the one with the Psyduck. She was the reporter with the Psyduck. That's her.
You're right.
I love that movie.
I love that movie
And
too.
Good movie.
So, and it's not the same little girl from the first one.
No.
Okay.
They cast her up. And then there was a different actress in Endgame too, like when he.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, just for the brief 5 seconds that you saw her, right? But yeah.
I love that dumb Pokemon movie.
I really do too. I was just watching with my kids the other day because my little one's obsessed with Pokemon now, and it's good. I mean, they got Bill Nye in there, and it's crazy cast of shit. But anyway, I digress because now we only have let's wrap up Ant-Man so we can get into Mando.
So let's. What do you think? Do we want to? Trying to think if there's anything we can theorize for upcoming Ant-Man.
I just don't know what upcoming Ant-Man will be other than him in Avengers movies, right? He'll definitely be part of the Kang movie, right? Because like they're like could be like, who is this fucking guy? And be like, I know that guy. Like that's gonna be like what he does, right?
So I did read today that they did reshoots for this movie at the very end.
Oh, and changed the ending.
They did. They were supposed to Scott and Wasp were supposed to be left in the quantum realm, and they changed that.
I am kind of disappointed that didn't happen.
I thought it was gonna happen, so it was weird that it didn't.
As soon as she jumped in, I'm like, oh yeah, Cassie has the thing to find them. That's what started all of us.
But it felt so like, I don't know.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we were gonna cut back to them like during the Avengers movie, and they're gonna see him ruling the advanced technology civilization or some shit. I don't know. Like I thought that's what was gonna happen, but we'll see.
This is well, I guess Wakanda came out in between, but Doctor Strange and Ant-Man both end with an Avenger walking down the street questioning themselves, basically. It's like
true.
the same ending.
That was such a great picture of what anxiety looks like for me.
Oh yeah.
Everything is great. I'm living my best life. Oh my god, what if everybody I know dies? Oh no, that's not unrealistic. Not gonna happen. Okay, now we're back to it.
I love that ending. It was a very good ending. It was very fitting. Right?
Yeah. I really like that. I just felt like her jumping back through and then them immediately getting rescued was a little
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like it was in line with the rest of the movie. So it didn't bother me as much as it would have in other movies.
Okay, before we move on, did Janet and Kang fuck?
Janet and Kang, no.
No, but Bill Murray.
No?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Janet and Bill Murray, absolutely.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But not Kang.
Okay.
Not Kang.
I saw that on Twitter today, and I was like, this is a podcast question.
It's a good question.
Yeah, no. Definitely Bill Murray's character, though.
Determining who fucks is one of our podcast's most important things.
I think they did.
You think so?
Yes, in their science phase. When they were trying to figure out the thing.
The science just got real hot.
They're
and
both
heavy one
super
night.
geniuses. Yep.
I don't know, that age gap.
Yep. That's why she was so mad at him. He really betrayed her. The whole thing was a lie.
See, I don't... I can't see Kang as sexual. Kang to me actually reads completely asexual, too focused
and actually,
on conquering.
It goes back to the comics. Because in the comics, the only thing that stops a Kang from being evil in all his variants is if he falls in love. And he only falls in love with one character in the comics who we've already seen.
You gonna spoil it?
It's in Loki.
So Renslayer or Enchantress.
It's Renslayer. That's his love in the comics. It's not really a spoiler. I mean, it's in the comics. It's been around for 20 years.
I feel spoiled.
Will it actually be?
I was
don't
hoping
know,
you were going to say that it was Sylvie.
No. But that's the... And they might... Listen, they change things from the comics all the fucking time.
Yeah.
They always throw, it looks like they're going that way, and then they'll throw a fucking curveball, and they don't, right? But in the comics, that is the only thing that keeps a Kang from going bad, basically. So... I think he is basically otherwise a non-sexual being, so he could be evil. It goes back to what you said, because if he forms an attachment to somebody, I mean, I guess you don't have to have an attachment to fuck, but but we'll see what happens.
Jonathan Majors is not watching any of the things that he's in
Really?
for Marvel. Yes, because he knows he's gonna have to do so many different Kangs that he doesn't want them to meld together.
He's a fucking great actor, and if you haven't watched Lovecraft Country, you need to fucking watch Lovecraft Country, because that shit is so good.
Because Nikki said she had homework to do beforehand.
There's recommended reading, and I want to.
Yes.
Some and not just the books. I found a list of essays and academic reading you should read before you go in to Lovecraft Country to really get its literary analysis.
I guess you can.
And then she didn't, and then we never watched Lovecraft.
You can always do it after the fact too, though. The commentary is very obvious. I mean, and if you know anything about how shitty, awful, fucking racist H.P. Lovecraft was, this is definitely giving him a big fuck you and utilizing his work. It's great.
The man who is synonymous with horror and dread, and the thing that terrified him most was black people.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
And Jews.
And Jews.
Yeah. So
I
this
think
show's
he
great.
came around on Jews in the end. I think he had like one Jewish friend was like, okay.
Oh no.
No, you can't have the one
No,
ex-friend.
is that how that works?
No. All right. On that note, watch Lovecraft Country. It's fucking great. We can have a whole episode about that shit at some point. I need to rewatch it. It's really good.
We're not gonna spoil Bad Batch, but it's not him. That's all I'm gonna say.
I really wanted it to
not him,
fucking be
Stacey.
him.
Just
I
the way
wanted
you
it to
guys
be
have
him.
talked around it, I'm assuming him is Hondo Onaka.
It's not him. It's not him.
I don't want him. Like at this point, I don't want Hondo back in a cartoon. I want Hondo in Ahsoka.
We're gonna get him in a cartoon, and we'll get him in live action at some point. It is
He
coming.
should have been the person who took Obi-Wan off Tatooine.
I know.
That's all. I just.
Cowards.
I just wanted to hear it. Just want to hear like Obi-Wan sneaking around. Like
there's always gonna
put
be
up.
Obi-Wan season
And you
2.
get the
I don't know.
Kenobi question mark?
But anyway, they're being real shisty because they clearly wanted everybody to think it was him.
Well,
even if
we
it's
can
not
we can
him.
talk about it now. We can talk about it. They already know. Now they know. Basically, the Bad Batch gets their ship stolen by somebody dressed like Hondo. It's not Hondo.
You don't get a clear look at him though. It's like a silhouette
Whole rest
in the
of the
shadows.
episode, not a lot
Yeah,
happens
nothing
except
happens.
for you find out that Tech probably has autism.
Oh
Which
yeah.
everyone got.
Oh yeah.
He's,
No,
like,
we knew
freaking out
that.
about.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
it was
yeah,
really that part was like really nice with him and Omega.
it was
their little
it was
scene
still a
together.
good
The
episode.
rest of the episode was
But it was
But the whole
three,
thing,
it was
Stacey
3
couldn't
minutes
focus, I'm
in.
sure, 'cause she was just yelling about Hondo stealing the
Yes,
ship.
the
when
whole
it wasn't
fucking time. The whole fucking time. That shit happens 3 minutes into the episode. The whole time, that was all I could fucking know. Like, what is happening? But if it's not him, it's not him. But it's gonna tie to him. It's gonna tie to him.
That I agree with.
It'll come back to him. It'll come back around. Okay.
It's kind of how do you use that silhouette, and yeah,
It's very much like his tunic and like
His
sort of the
hat.
same type of hat thing he
Like
wears,
thing with the
but
things.
it's not a weak way. So
I don't know.
I
We
mean,
didn't
he's
really
the
get a
only good
look.
weak way, so there's that.
That's not true. What about the bartender of Mos Espa?
I said what I said.
who has a name? We found out finally.
What? He has a real name?
Yeah, they actually and when then I rewatched Book of Boba the last
I'm
3
still
episodes.
doing it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
There was zero chance I was watching the whole thing. I watched the episodes with Mando in it as my lead up to Mando season 3. And when they're in the shootout with like the giant droids and like the people of Freetown are there, the girl actually says his name to him, and I was like, wait, what did she call him? And so I had to scroll back, and now I can't remember what it is. But he's got a name. He's not just Weak Way, which apparently is okay to call him.
Yeah,
even though
no,
it sounds mildly racist
it's
every time they
culturally
call him Weak Way.
appropriate according to them. But you know what I really love about that, like, rando fact? Okay, that Weequay is played by, is it W. Earl Brown or Earl W. Brown? I can't remember. But anyway, he was in Deadwood with Timothy Oliphant. He was,
Of course.
yeah. So it's just kind of funny that they brought him in together to be in a space western together. You know,
His name
Fun.
is Tanti.
Taunty.
Taanti. Tanti.
okay.
All right.
I posted it in our chat
But
when I watched it.
I think
so
he's
I had to go
also.
find it.
I think he's a good Weequay too. I think there's 2.
I agree.
All right.
Steve's always wrong about Weequays, so
I
we
know.
don't listen to him.
We're gonna bring back Weequay Wednesday just for
We
Steve.
are due for a Weequay Wednesday. We have
We
so
stopped
much.
doing Weekway Wednesday because the not fun people started getting involved.
It's true.
Oh,
Now
well,
we can do it.
take it back. Let's fucking
Yeah.
take it back.
It's been a while.
Do we have to take it back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we fucking do.
Tanti
We're
Thursday.
So loved.
Taunty Tuesday, really. I mean,
There you go.
that rolls off the tongue better. All right, we got about 25 minutes to rattle off everything we want to predict about Mando season 3 on the chance that we can't pod next week before it airs.
So, do we have confirmed a season 4?
Yes,
Yes,
because
it's
John
already
Favreau's
ready.
written it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not going to guess that everything wraps up and he ends up back home with Shrimp MILF so
Yeah.
that she could help him raise his small green child.
No, he's not going to wind up with the shrimp milk till next season.
Okay.
Not even then.
No?
This just all leads to crossover shows with Ahsoka and Mando and Skeleton Crew and all that.
See, I feel like with all... I feel like he retires at some point. I want him to.
When
I
it's
just
all
want-
over. I don't know
I
when
want-
that's going to be.
He's he saved Star Wars Collective ass. He's not going anywhere for a while.
It's true.
That is... I would argue with you about, like, the art of it and, like, you know, they'll end his story when it's time, but then they brought Grogu back when they did.
Yep. Yeah,
So...
we're all unhappy about that.
I read a thing. I read a thing about that, and Jon Favreau basically said that it always was going to come back to this. They weren't going to separate them, and they didn't want to waste any time doing that. They didn't want to.
Then
He
they
called,
shouldn't
he
have
called
done
it
it
a
in the first
reset.
place.
He
Why is
called it a
that?
reset. I don't know. I feel like there should have been a bigger
Merchandising.
time jump. I don't.
Yeah, why is the
fucking
real
know.
reason?
Because the
Merchandising.
story
Yeah.
supposedly is about them together, right? It's not a story about Din. It's a story about Din and Grogu.
Then they shouldn't have separated them in that way.
And they had to
In
give
that
them the
very
chance.
emotional,
Yeah, I
lovely
know.
way.
It should have been a longer separation. Otherwise, it diminished the emotional impact. It should have been a bigger time skip.
At the very least, Grogu should have learned to speak in that time.
Will he ever speak before this show ends? I don't know.
Maybe he'll never learn to speak in his nonverbal due to the trauma he suffered as a youth.
Also
Wrongo.
true.
So we're making predictions. They're going to go back to Mos Eisley. While
Yes.
there, he's going to need repairs on his ship or something like that. So he has to go see Pelly.
And she's gonna
While
have a new
he's talking to
boyfriend.
Pelly, we're going to see Jar Jar walk out and just start smoking a death stick. And that's
I was
all.
like, where is he going with this? Like, we've
It-
seen
it
all
all-
of this. He's
all-
I
been
knew
confirmed
exactly
I
where
knew.
he. As soon as
Pelly
he said
Moto
Mos Eisley,
fucks.
I knew where he
Yeah,
was going
Pelly
with this. I
Moto
lived with the
fucks.
man.
That's where all of it's going. We all have to talk about it, and that's
That's it. We're going to get Jar Jar back in canon because Pelly clearly was boning him.
That is what I want. Actually, you know what? That I would be okay if that's how they brought Hondo back
I
in
was
too.
just thinking that.
It seems a lot
I
more
would
likely.
ship Pelly and Hondo. That is high chaos. I am about that.
Either that or she's fucking all of the Babu Fricks. Like in a trench coat, I guess? Like, I don't know.
No, that is.
They're not in a trench coat. She knows they're all there. Oh no, she knows they're all there.
Now I'm just picturing like the little freaking
I need
shrimp
my-
things from Men in Black.
I definitely need my Pelly Moto fuck sticker.
Yeah. You know,
All right, I'm on it.
they had a video
of
game
stickers.
come out, like it must have been a mobile game, but it was basically a Star Wars fighting game, and it was 3 Jawas in a fucking trench coat,
Yeah.
like literally is one of the characters that you could fight people
Can't
with.
see that.
I was like, that was so fucking great. Anyway, they're definitely going back to Tatooine on a real note. We're definitely gonna fucking see Pelly Moto again. We're gonna see Boba Fett. We're gonna see Cobb Vanth.
I don't think so. I'm saying no on Cobb Vanth. Sorry.
They didn't put him in the fucking bacta tank for no reason.
That's because he's coming back for Book of Boba Fett season 2.
You really think they're gonna do a season
That's
2?
not happening.
I don't want it. Does anybody want it?
No,
All right,
Disney.
hold on. Star Wars shows traditionally, with the exception of Mando season 1, which is a fucking banger all the way through, but Star Wars TV shows usually are always better the second season. I mean, we have cartoons to go off of,
I
but
don't care.
I
Like, I am honestly, I won't watch it. Just like I didn't watch House of the Dragon, I will not watch it out of spite.
I still want Boba Fett to be back. I just don't want Boba Fett to have
Yeah,
another
I
season of his
want
own
Boba
show.
Fett as a side character because that's where Boba Fett is best.
Unless they figured out a legit fucking story for him, which I don't think they will. But that's what I don't think he's gonna get another season. I think he's gonna be a big part of this season, and they're hiding it.
I feel like it's a lot. I think it was Emma who said it. Was they took all the good parts of Boba's personality and gave them the Din.
Yeah.
But the way you make that work is you make him Din's dark mirror.
Right. And it seemed
They're not
like
doing
he
that.
was gonna be when they introduced him in Mandalorian.
I
Yeah,
like Mentor. I like
Right.
Mentor better than Dark Mirror.
I mean, yeah.
It can be both.
And I
you
think
can
he
have
still
him as a
might be a
mentor and a foil.
mentor. I still think he might end up Mandalorian. I still think at the
think so.
end of the day, that's where they're going with it. They showed him learning how to lead and rule people. Like
They
They
okay.
showed him
All right,
learning how to
so-
wait for an appointment with the mayor.
We've all agreed that we don't necessarily want season 2, but to say they can't give him a good story is not true. It's just not true. Just make a good story with all the OT'd bounty hunters. Like, we didn't see any of them in Book of Boba Fett. You can give him the Jodocast story where he has to go kill this guy who's impersonating him around the galaxy. Like, there's still good shit you can do with Boba Fett. It's just we don't know that we necessarily want it.
I'm just saying I won't watch it.
what if it's good? Can we convince you to watch it?
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
now she won't out
I
of
say
spite.
no. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
I had already made up my mind. I will not watch. Okay. All right, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, if it's good,
It's still Boba Fett. It's still Boba Fett.
This
Yeah.
is a
It's
very
like-
hard stance you're taking.
Yeah, no. This
I'll
is,
back off. I'll stop being stubborn
Game
on
of
it. I just-
Thrones is one thing, but this is.
that's the song. It's the who thought that was okay.
It's the best part of the entire series.
He's
not
sco-
for any
he's-
good reason.
No, it's not.
He's
No, it's
scoring.
not.
He's scoring the season of Mando, so watch out.
Again,
Oh my
if you
god.
had told me, like, separately without me knowing how the rest of the season was, number one, you're gonna get to see him like escape the Sarlacc. Number two, you're gonna get to see Slave One gun down a gang of riders. Number three, you're gonna see Boba Fett ride a Rancor. Like, you tell me all this, and then you tell me in the next sentence, by the way, this season sucks. It's awful.
You're
I
not
would
gonna
punch
fucking
you in the
believe it. I
face.
know. You would
I
have
would
been like,
punch you in the
"What?"
face because that all sounds fantastic. But
Yeah. Yeah,
Ugh.
you would have seen him fucking take over, like take out all crime lords, like beat, like, yeah, all of the beats should have been fucking great. So I don't
Every
know.
theory we came up with potting while Book of Boba was going on
was
was
better.
better than what happened the next.
I
We were
know.
trying
And then they
so
and
hard.
then they threw in Cad Bane at the very end. They're like, "All right, here's Cad Bane."
It's because
yeah.
Dave
Which was- I
Filoni
mean, Cad
actually
Bane was
watches
so
our
cool.
podcast and knew that Nikki needed that in her
I
life.
did need that. That
Sure.
was.
And hopefully he'll still be around. We'll see.
Hopefully, I don't think they killed him off. I don't think
Nah.
he's dead.
So, I do think they're hiding that he's going to be in Mando, but I really think he's going to be a biggish.
They're going to Mos
part.
Eisley. He's going
Yeah.
to be in the show.
Yeah. I still don't think Bo-Katan is going to survive this season. I know heresy.
She is
Are-
my queen.
Are we going to see...
I am fully on board with James's idea from last week that the next show is Book of Bo-Katan because I need that.
I mean,
So,
that'd be great. I wouldn't hate it if they fucking did it. Like, I would fucking love it, but I think her destiny, she's not going to be able to be Mandalore.
Book of Bo-Katan could very much be a prequel too.
No, yeah. that could-
She's gonna realize that she can't be the leader. Stacey, come on, have faith.
But I think she's going to sacrifice herself to, like, save everybody or do something crazy big, right? I don't know. Because I think if she realizes she can't be a leader, she's not going to have she's going to be, like, purposeless. I don't know. We'll see. Is Ahsoka and Sabine going to show up in Mando?
I hope so. Like,
I don't know, but I think
Sabine.
Anakin is.
In Mando? You think Anakin is going to show up in Mando?
Are you
Go look at the
one of the people
flashback.
who thinks
Go look
that
at the
Anakin?
flashback.
Oh, well,
Go look
yes.
at the flashback
Okay.
scene from
Yes,
the trailer. That's a
yes.
lightsaber coming through that
Yes.
door.
There are people who
Yes.
think Anakin is like the one who saved Grogu.
No.
I don't think that.
Absolutely
I just think,
not.
like,
No,
Billy.
he murdered a billion children. Like, he's not
Yeah.
saving one cute little green
But
baby.
but he's like,
Hondo
oh,
who saved
you look like
Grogu."
Master Yoda.
Yeah,
It
no.
was Hondo. It was Hondo, clearly, who saved Grogu.
Well, that's the thing that makes the most sense.
I think it could
For
have been. What about Quinlan Voss? They've hinted that he's still around, but he's a deep cut, so I don't know.
He's not. He wasn't at the Jedi Temple at the time.
It has to be someone that makes like sense with the story that they've told in Mando. Like it has.
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see.
I don't know who that would be, but
Yeah.
or maybe
All
they
right.
just won't show that. Maybe they're just going to show him see the flashback, and then
It'll be nebulous.
that's what's
forever.
going to like sort of reactivate him. You know.
Yeah. All right. So we've got that. Who else do we think is going to show up? I mean, will we find a reason to have Hondo? Maybe. I don't know.
That would be great.
I don't want Hondo and Mando at this point.
No, Nikki, you just want Hondo.
No, I
Live
want
action
him.
Hondo. Because if you get live action Hondo once, you're going to get him more than once.
That's true.
Because they're
Okay.
not going to waste that, whatever it is, animatronic or costume or whatever.
I mean, they
Yeah.
already have a full crazy costume for Hondo that they rolled out for the opening of Galaxy's Edge. That dude
Yeah.
he already exists. He's already a whole costume. That's why I'm like, there's no way that they're not going to put him in somewhere. All right. I think Costco Reeves is in it.
Probably. Axe Woves is probably going to be in it.
Yeah. he's in it.
Unfortunately.
Cheap ass dollar store Mando.
We've got all
Like, if you
these
got-
other crazy Mandos.
He's a Mando from Wish.
It's true. So are the Children of the Watch Mandos, are they in the same scenes with these?
Yes.
In Clan Kreese Mandos, they're together in the same scenes.
I think
Oh.
there's like
There's going to be like a mini like scuffle, I think. And
Yeah.
then Din's going to be like, knock that shit off. We're all here together.
Are we gonna find out the armorer?
I have the dark
is-
saber. Knock that shit off. Like,
Are-
that's how it's going to go.
Is the armorer finally gonna reveal herself to be who we think she is?
God, I hope so.
I don't know. Like,
When Din,
I think I need to go back and rewatch the seasons because I'm just trying to figure out like structurally what comes next, and not knowing how many seasons kind of messes with that.
Well, you have to think of it in Marvel terms, though, because it's now a continuous story. So even if Mando ends in season 4, the
the
story's gonna
entire
keep going.
plot synopsis of this season that they've shown us so far is Din has to get redemption for removing his helmet, which is
Yeah.
kind of dumb, but that's his goal right now.
They're gonna retake the planet, whatever's left of it. They're gonna figure out, like, they're gonna all combine forces. The Zealots are no longer gonna be Zealots. I don't know. Are they all gonna fucking reform and take their helmets off? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be weird.
well,
they're-
in the trailer,
Something-
he's clearly leading some people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. So my predictions are he has to go collect all the Mandalorians from various places, right? He has to go to and I think that's one of the reasons he does go to Tatooine. Not necessarily to get his ship repaired, but to collect both.
God, I hope so. I hope that's the reason.
Yeah, I think he's gonna collect everybody.
Bo was like, yeah, let's
So-
get out of here. I don't know what I was doing here last season. This was a
I-
terrible idea.
So tired of
Can I
Tatooine.
bring Fennec with me?
Like, if we could just stop going back to Tatooine, please.
Hey,
want to go back
Yeah.
to Jakku?
Like,
So I think it's gonna start there. They're gonna go. They're gonna have to fight whoever's on Mandalore or what's on Mandalore. They have to figure out. First, they're gonna fight amongst each other. Then they're gonna fight the shit going on in Mandalore. They still have the looming threat of the Empire out there, because even though what's his nuts is in Imperial or in Republic custody, Moff Gideon, like he's still in the show. We're still
I
gonna
feel like-
see him.
Even from Republic custody, it's going to show us how far his reach is.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I read some fucked up shit about Moff Gideon that I'm interested to see if it's true.
Yeah. So
I also think they're going to be bringing in a new villain this season. Like they have to with him in Republic custody.
do you think they're gonna bring in Thrawn?
or hint
You
at
think-
him.
I think it'll tie in for Ahsoka, but I don't think Thrawn's going to be in much more than maybe the last few episodes, if anything.
I mean, if we're talking about thinking about it as MCU, thinking about it as connected.
Post credit scene.
Post Chris. They do have them. They always
That's
have
Book
them.
of Bo-Katan.
I don't know. There could be that. I think he's going to. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe a surviving Inquisitor or something along those lines, maybe.
You
Um,
know, and they pushed back Jedi Fallen Order, and I think they pushed it back because it ties in somehow to the story.
Nikki was saying she wouldn't be surprised to see Cal in this, I thought. Was
Well,
that you, Nikki?
That wasn't me.
I thought it was you.
I mean, I wouldn't be
It
surprised.
makes sense. I mean, they made him look just like the actor. For a reason,
Yeah, like
right?
finally make good on the reason you cast the dude because Ray was doing the girl thing. So
Still gonna have that dumb beard.
yes, he's gonna have the dumb beard.
He looks like a gas station attendant.
But we'll have BD1, so it'll all be okay. It'll all be
That's
okay.
true.
That
Live action BD1.
I would love to see like a practical.
We already have
BD.
live action BD1. He's just not BD1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one that was with Pelimoto.
Pelly has one.
Yeah. Ellie has one. That's right.
So yeah. So I don't know. There could be a different bad guy. I mean, there's definitely different bad guys. I think that's either adjacent or ties into Moff Gideon.
I don't agree.
You think he's still the big one?
I think it's Moff Gideon, and then the first couple episodes they play Bo Katan as the foil.
That's possible. It's very possible.
Until they all like, yay,
That
Mando
shot-
family.
That shot of the two of them and Grogu that's like never speak to me or my son again.
I love that fucking shot. I fucking love that shot. So,
Just a happy family.
because after Bando, the next Star Wars show is going to be Skeleton Crew, I think.
And that's an animated show, right?
No, this is
That-
a live-action Jude Law show.
For some reason, I thought it was animated.
No, it's live action.
See, I still don't agree that that's for sure going to be next, because Ahsoka, like Rosario said yesterday or today, that Ahsoka is supposed to be this fall.
Yeah.
And I think Ahsoka wrapped before Skeleton Crew
I know,
did.
but I think so. Skeleton Crew takes place out in the unknown regions. Like they go by accident there.
I also want to point out they are pushing to wrap these shows and to pre-write these shows because there is a writer's strike coming.
No, that makes sense.
That's why Jon Favreau has already written season 4, because there is a writer's strike coming.
Oh boy.
Is there?
That's why Marvel is saying we're slowing down our stuff. There's
Well,
a writer's strike coming.
Yikes.
The last time that happened, it
Like
killed
soon.
Lost.
Oh yeah, and that dude's writing a fucking Star Wars movie too. He's gonna have like.
Hey,
deja
maybe we'll
vu.
get a Dr. Horrible sing-along blog 2 in that case.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Well, so I think what happens is Skeleton Crew's its own story, and they're gonna basically bumblefuck their way up, like into Thrawn's radar. Like they had nothing to do with anything else, but they're gonna tie in because they come across Thrawn, and then that's how Ahsoka's gonna find him.
That's the show you're more likely to get Hondo in.
You think so?
The one with a bunch
Skeleton
of kids
Crew?
wandering around the galaxy
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's possible. That's
don't
possible.
like
Goonies in
But
space is what they're calling it.
Yeah, that's why I think it's going to be first, and then Ahsoka's going to be after. I think Skeleton Crew could be the summer, and then if Ahsoka's in the fall. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. Are they going to Tatooine episode 1?
Either one or two.
Probably.
They're going to what's Grief Karga's planet?
God damn it. Now I'm going to... Fuck. Oh,
It's right there on this-
I know.
It's right there.
Wait,
I would have known it if you didn't just ask me.
I know. And
They're going there first.
Yeah, he's going to be Landon Gentry. No, he's going to be...
He's going there so he can explain to Grief Karga and the audience who didn't watch Boba Fett why Grogu's there.
Yeah.
He's going
As
to.
we've seen from the TV clips.
I
He's
love
gonna be like,
that,
"Hey, Grief,
by
where's
the way.
Tara?" And he's gonna be like, "She tragically died in a spaceship accident."
Like, she fell off a cliff. It was weird. Anyways,
Grogu using the Force to spin around in the fucking chair.
it's very adorable.
you
Oh, so you watched that
it!
one. Oh, so you watched that one.
I
You
did.
watched it!
She went, "Well, this one's gonna be really fucking cute."
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But it's like it
What's the
reminds me of
name
my
of that
son.
planet?
I didn't know what I was watching when I opened the link, but
Oh my god.
I did watch it.
Why can't somebody Google it real fast so we can all let our brains rest? Oh, what is it? It's right here.
Mm.
God damn it. God damn it. Who's gonna Google it first?
I'm on it.
Grief. Karga.
Navarro.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
That's
it.
bad that we couldn't remember that. Navarro.
Listen, there's a lot
They're
of
going to
shit
Navarro
on
episode
here.
1. I don't know if they're going to also make it to Tatooine, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we don't, we'll get on the pod next week, which we might not. But
Man,
we
I
will
hope
recap.
I hope the premiere is good because season 2's premiere was great. The
Was
Great
his
Dragon
news
episode.
premiere the one where he hangs the man up by his feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning, and then the Great
That scene
Dragon
is so
with
good.
Bob.
Oh, so every season beginning for Mando so far has him basically totally murking a fucking guy, right? So are we gonna see
At the
that?
very first
Yeah,
scene, like
is
the
that?
bar
Let's see if
scene,
they
and then
continue. Yeah, let's see if that's the opening fucking scene again. Is him fucking murking a guy? That'd be great. Let's follow through with that some more. I like that theme. I've been rewatching Mando leading up to it, so I'm up to I just finished the Heiress again, so I gotta fucking go rolling. But the Marshal, that first episode of season 2, I fucking love that episode so much. It's so good.
It's great.
It's so good. And it's proof that Jon Favreau can write and direct a great episode. What happened with Book of Boba? I don't know. I don't know.
I think the entire concept was flawed from the ground up.
It could have been so good.
It could have. We were the better series.
I know. You need us as your writer's room, okay? If you're listening out there, Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni, since we know you're an avid fan of our podcast, what we really need is you need to get us, just bounce the idea off us, because we'll tell you if it's stupid.
We don't even
Hey.
want to be paid or anything.
I've already had a conversation with him once about wanting to work for him, and he was very encouraging. So He
All I've
definitely
got
remembers
is
that.
all I've got is 2 blurry selfies. 2.
Balls in your court, Dave.
Oh, Celebration 2025 in America.
Yep.
We don't know where yet.
Hopefully Orlando.
Hopefully Orlando.
That would be cool.
That'd be nice. Because I have not been to one in a very long time.
I'll take
It'll be-
Atlanta. That would
It'll
work.
be Anaheim.
No,
hope it's
don't
not
be
Anaheim.
fucking Anaheim.
Fucking Disneyland gets everything. Disneyland gets Mando at the park. Now they get Star Wars After Dark again.
Wait,
We don't get that here.
They never brought Mando over to this one?
Mm-mm. He's only at Disneyland. Mando and Grogu.
Well, they got to give
And
people a
Boba.
reason to go to Disneyland.
And Boba.
Their fucking dinky ass
That's
castle.
true. They're Ricky
Yeah, that's not even a fucking real castle. Like, what the fuck? Like, how dare they?
I'm glad we all united in our hate.
Fucking Polly Pocket playset over there.
This is the most Floridian we
It
have,
really
by
is.
the
We
way.
went full South Florida
All right. Well, everybody, you can send me your fucking predictions. I am inviting you to send me your predictions for Mando Season 3 before it airs, and I will read off what all of you guys fucking predicted our next time, and we'll see who was right and who wasn't. We might have to see. Everybody wants to tally up my fucks, which they've lost track of. By the way, 51 was the last number apparently.
Oh, I think he's still going.
Maybe he's still going. I don't know. I will keep.
Do we have an
track.
update on that?
I will keep track of all of us with theories and who ends up being right. That'll be my whiteboard this season.
Are you gonna pull out your whiteboard?
Yes, yes. Yes, it's in here somewhere. I had to start packing up shit. I have 5 giant 27-gallon totes full of Funko Pops that are all Mandalorian Star Wars Funko Pops. I got a problem. But
That's a little bit.
just a little.
Okay, we love you anyway.
All right. So, maybe next week, but I doubt it. We'll see you after. I'm blurry again. I don't
See you after
fucking know.
Mando.
Yeah, see you after
Yeah.
Mando Season 3, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.